Guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Too Blessed. I wanted to make a video today just to share with you a little bit of what we are planning for our upcoming wedding vow renewal. It's getting really close now. It's only about 2.5 weeks away. So I just wanted to show you a few of the things that I've kind of collected. I'm surrounded by things right now. Some of them are things that we actually used for our original wedding, and I've saved them. So we're reusing a lot of those things, and then I've bought just a few, very few little new things that we'll be using. So, you know, my last video that I just posted was the story of our miscarriage, and it was a little sad, so I just wanted to share something today that would be a little more upbeat, a little more happy and exciting. So here we go. Let's just get in. The very first thing I'm going to show you, our wedding was originally inspired by this ribbon. I bought this ribbon, I can't even tell you how many years ago. I mean, we've been married 5 years, but I had this ribbon already purchased before I ever met my husband, and this is what I based our wedding colors and our wedding decor on. So I probably have had this ribbon maybe 10 years, something like that. Anyway, this is it. I don't know how well it's going to show up. But it is basically, it's just a white grosgrain ribbon, and it's got pink, green, and then also some red polka dots on it. I love pink and green. Those were the basic colors for our wedding, pink and green, and I love polka dots. And then the church that we actually got married in was the church that we used to attend when we lived in Missouri. And the pews in that church were upholstered in red fabric. And I knew that was the church that I wanted to get married in. And when I saw this ribbon, I just felt like it was perfect because it had the pink and the green, but then it also brought in that red so that it wouldn't be like an awkward red. It would kind of bring the red into the wedding colors. So I used this ribbon on a lot of different things. Of course, I used it on the bouquets, and I made pew bows that had this ribbon. I didn't keep the pew bows. I actually gave those to the church. So I don't have those anymore, but I do have about 3 spools of this ribbon left that I did not use. So I'm going to be using that to make some bows for some decor for our vow renewal. Let's see. I also have some other ribbons that I had used as accents in our wedding. I've only got one of this one left, and this is just a white with just green polka dots on it. And like I said, I used that as kind of an accent to the other ribbon. And then I've got a green, that's not showing up at all. It's a sheer ribbon, and then it's got stripes of the green, sort of a mint green kind of color. And that was another one that I used as an accent, and I've got, I think, 2 spools of that left. So I'll be making some bows with that. And then I bought some pink tulle, just bought that at Walmart, to add to the bows, to just add a little bit more to it. These were my flowers that I used, the pink daisies, and I've got a few of those left, and I'll probably be using those in the centers of the bows, you know, just to add a little bit more of the flowers in. I think that's everything that I've got right there. Then I've got, we bought, not that long ago, some of those white vinyl fence panels. Like when you go to Lowe's or you go to Home Depot, they have them outside the store, and it's like a section of a fence. You know, just for display, they have them out there. Well, we actually bought some of those at a thrift store, and we got them for 20 bucks a piece. And I'm thinking I want to use those as like a backdrop for, we've got a few of them, so I want to use one in the church as a backdrop for where we will be standing, you know, in the front of the church where we do our vows. And then I think I want to use one in the reception area. We're just going to have a cake reception, but I thought behind the cake I would put one of those, and then I'm going to decorate them with some different garlands. And one of the ones that I have is this ivy, which is all tangled up. But I love this ivy garland. Again, I've had this forever. I got it at Hobby Lobby originally. But instead of just like a flat garland, it's kind of like, it's a chain. And so it's sort of three-dimensional. And I just think it's really beautiful. I have these hanging around my house, like mostly in my kitchen right now. So I'm just going to take them down, use them for the Vow Renewal, and then I'll put them back. But I've got several of those. And then along with that, I have this garland, which we used at the wedding, which is this pink daisy garland, and it's got the little pearls. It's like strung on a sheer ribbon, and then it's got pearls in between. And I have I think I have about 6 of these, if I counted right, 5 or 6. So I'm going to be putting those garlands, the ivy and the daisies, together on the backdrop. And then I'll probably be making some bows from all of those ribbons and the tulle and put those like on either end and maybe in the center. So that's basically, that's the biggest part of what we'll be using for the decor. I'm planning to just really keep this simple. It's not going to be very elaborate or very fancy or anything like that. You know, we're trying to mostly just use things we already have. For the reception part, like I said, we're just going to have a cake reception, just very simple. I have a picture of the wedding cake, and I probably will insert that here. And I'm going to make a smaller replica of that cake. It won't need to be as big as our wedding cake was, and in fact the wedding cake really was bigger than we needed anyway. We had a lot of cake left over, so I'm gonna make it quite a bit smaller, but it'll look pretty similar to that picture. Oh, I do have another thing that I will insert pictures of. We made this sign for our wedding, and it sat outside the door as you came into the wedding. So this is a picture of what the sign looks like. And then what I did is I took some stickers and I put the stickers on a piece of one of those plastic sheet protectors, you know, just the clear plastic. And I placed it over the sign where it says happily ever after begins here, and over where it says begins I put the stickers and made it say continues. So here's a picture of what that looks like. And so we'll have that probably, I think as you come into the church there's a little, you know, like a little lobby area, so we'll probably put that out there. So now the sign says happily ever after continues here, and I thought that was really sweet. We have that sign hanging in our bedroom, and so I may just go ahead and leave the continues on there and just leave it like that, because I think it really turned out cute. So anyway, that's another thing that we'll be using. Then I do have a few floral arrangements that I made for our wedding and that I still have. I didn't bring those over here to show you, but you'll see those, you know, when I do the pictures and videos of how we've decorated. And then I also have these little things that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I say it's a little difficult to see, but they've got little pink and green circles and then all these little beads, and they're just really pretty. I think I have like 20 of these, and so some of these I'll be adding into those floral arrangements. I may even be able to use them to decorate in those backdrops that we're going to do, you know, add them into the bows and different things like that. So hopefully I can use those. I've got, for our wedding, we had made these little, this is really heavy. these little table toppers. We used just white tablecloths at the wedding, like white plastic. And then we put these fabric ones on top. And this is just a white fabric. And then it's got pink polka dots. And it's a little hard to see, but the bigger pink polka dots are outlined in green. So it does have the green in there too. So the pink, the green, the polka dots. And I've got probably, I want to say maybe 20 of these. I've actually used a few of them in different places in our home. Like actually in one of the guest rooms, I used those to make little curtains on the windows. So like I said, I've still got quite a few of those, and we'll be using those in some way. I'm not 100% sure how everything's going to work yet. Then I've got a bunch of bags of green rose petals, really light green, not showing up very well, but I've got like 4 or 5 bags of those. So I'm not sure if we'll scatter those around on the tables or what exactly we'll do. Now the main thing that I have for decor for the reception area is these little tissue paper pom-poms. Now these are all folded up right now. But basically what you do is, you can see they're cut. The ends are rounded. And what you do is you cinch it in the middle, and then you fluff out these edges, and it makes a big ball. But it's like really fluffy and scalloped looking, and they're really, really pretty. We had these at our wedding, and I didn't think to save those. I gave those to the church also. So I went online and bought these, but they're really, really inexpensive. These were, I think these little ones were something like 50 cents a piece. Some of the bigger ones were like 80 cents. So I got all different sizes. I think I got 4 or 5 different sizes. I got pink ones, I got green ones. See, these ones are really big. These ones are really tiny. I got a couple different sizes in between. So I bought all of those. And then I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, one of my favorite places, and I found these little tissue paper pom-pom garlands. So this is, I think it said there was 6 or 9. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read the package. But anyway, I think there might be 6. It looks like 6 pom-poms on here. This one is green. So there's 6 pom-poms, and then they're on a little silk ribbon that is like 9 feet long. And so, you know, you can hang that across. And so I bought 2 pink ones and 2 green ones. So we'll be using those also to decorate something. I never have a plan when I decorate for something like this. I just buy a bunch of things, and then when I get there, I put them up, and it usually turns out looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that's what will happen this time. Then the other thing I bought at the Dollar Tree is I just went ahead and got some plates and some napkins for the cake. For our wedding, I had bought these really cute polka dot napkins, and so I went and looked to see if I could find them, but they were a little bit expensive, and I just didn't want to spend that much money. I think they were like $3 for one package of napkins, and I just thought that was crazy when I could go to the Dollar Tree and get a package for $1. So I just got green napkins and pink plates, and so I think that'll look really pretty when they're, you know, we'll have them kind of spread out and displayed a little bit in the reception area. So I think that, like I said, I think it's gonna look really cute. I'm very excited. I'm actually starting to get a little nervous. Oddly enough, I was not nervous for our actual wedding. I was just excited, but this time I'm like more nervous than excited. I am excited too, but I'm nervous. So I think that's pretty much everything. Oh wait, one more thing I wanted to show you. Okay, 2 more things. I put this too far away so I couldn't hardly reach it. This is my original bouquet from our wedding. This has the ribbons in, you can see. It has the polka dot ribbon, and then it has, this is the green ribbon I was talking about. That is like partly sheer and then partly has the little stripes in it. So this is the original bouquet that I made, and I just love it. It was, honestly, it was one of my favorite things that I made for our wedding. And one thing I noticed is that some of the flowers are coming out. So I need to do a little bit of repair work because I am going to go ahead and reuse that, of course, since I have it, and it's so, so beautiful. So I have that, and then I also have, I do have all of my original accessories that I wore at our wedding. I do have my original dress, and I was hoping that I would be able to wear it again, but ooh, I'm trying not to cry. Because of my kidney issues, my body has retained a lot of fluid and my dress doesn't fit me. So I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional about a dress, but I absolutely adored my dress. It was just so perfect. It was completely exactly what I wanted. It was just amazing. So I was a little disappointed that my dress did not fit me, but my husband said that I could go ahead and order another dress. Now I didn't really want like a wedding dress, because I didn't want to feel like I was competing with my original dress, if you know what I mean. So I looked for one. It is technically a wedding dress, but it's very different from my dress, and I feel like it's a little more casual. It's still very princessy, of course, because that's just me. We're having a little bit of a crisis right now because I'm not sure if it's going to get here in time. I contacted the company, and they have said that for an additional fee that they will go ahead and rush it, and it should get here in time, but it's going to get here like maybe a day or two before. So it's kind of like if anything goes wrong at this point, it will not get here in time. So hoping and praying that it will get here in time. But, you know, if it doesn't, that's not what this is about. This isn't about Amy getting to wear a princess dress and pretend she's a princess. Or, you know, it's about me, and it's about my husband, and it's about the love that we have, and we're celebrating that. So no matter what happens, it's gonna be great. But if my princess dress does get here, I do still have my tiara, and yes, I probably will be wearing it. That's the plan. I'm so excited about looking forward to sharing it with you. We're planning on getting some video taken, so hopefully I'll be able to share the video, and of course pictures and things like that. So we just be looking forward to that, and we'll see you next time.